Hello and welcome to Ivory Blush Roses. Today is October 4th and it is our fourth stitch on this crazy quilt pillow top for our CQtober 2024 project. I'm trying in a different room today where the lighting is sometimes a little bit better. We're going to see how it goes. But let's hope that this video will edit with no issues. So I have my bowl of little tabs. Let's see if we can pull just one out. I think I got two there. There's one. And let's see what it says. So today's stitch is Sheaf Stitch. That's fun. I enjoy that one. We'll have to figure out where's a great spot for that. Let's take a look here. So Sheaf Stitch. So that's the one where we've got three parallel lines and then they're gathered in the center. And so that's really a standalone stitch. I don't know that I want to do that on a really long seam. And I'm wondering if this would be a good spot for that seam. The other possibility is to move here. But no, I want this all one. So I want this one, this one, this one. Yeah, looking for that shorter seam that I think it would be better on. And then I think I want this one all one as well. So I'm thinking this is our best bet for that sheaf stitch. So let's choose some threads. If we go traditional, we're going to have the gold. This is that Valdani size 8, and that might actually be really nice with that. Now the other possibility is that I can always do the connecting stitch, the wrapping stitch, in a different color. So let me just take a quick gander at these and see which threads I think might be good for that. We do have that one. I'm thinking it needs to be almost a slightly brighter green, which would leave this one or that one. This is always the hardest part for me, is making all these decisions. And we got a little dull on this one, so it didn't pop off as much. So I really want something that's going to pop up and bring some light. I'm leaning to this green. Well, hello Mushu. Sorry, he just shook the camera here. Let's get this threaded up. This is a size 8, so I'm going to use my bigger needle, which I think is a size 5. I'm not positive on that, but it's either a 5 or a 3. Now, this is one that sometimes in the past I've had a little trouble with, because I tend to vary the spacing of my stitches a little bit too much. I've got that loose edge trying to peek out there. So I'm going to start with just my sets of parallel stitches. And I'm going to start right there, and I'm going to bring them this way. And then we're going to bring them a little ways apart. I want to make sure I'm trying to keep them as parallel as possible. And again, on these thick fabrics, I'm really wanting to exaggerate them a little bit because they get buried a little bit in the nap of the fabric or the pile of the fabric. Look at how far over I went. I think this is going to be fairly quick. So right now it doesn't look like much with just those straight stitches, and I apologize if I'm stitching off camera here. It's not my intent to do so. It looks like it's way past where it should be, and then when you pull it, it just shortens it up. So we're going to make our knot, trim that off, and that one is done for the moment. And then let's do this green. Now I'm actually thinking I might do a double wrap on these. I wonder about even just starting off with a doubled length of thread. I don't have a size 8 in the color green that I want. We're coming up, go under the outside thread. We're going to wrap all the way around and come under all 3. Bring that up toward the center and then go down right there at the center, and that gives me that little bit more noticeable stitch. I'm happier with that method. It's certainly easier to stitch. So all the way under, around again and down. And I think if you're doing these stitches as far apart as I did them, you need to keep them really loose. There's that one. No, all the way under. Wrap them all. And then go down at the end. All right, so let me knot this off and then we'll take a look. It's just got a pretty simple back on it. And I am glad that I doubled that thread. Now, if we can get it untangled here. This is one of those that's going to look better once you take the basting out from it, because I think right now the basting is impacting how it looks. I really like that. I don't think I'm going to do anything else to it. I'm pretty happy with it the way it is. So, sheaf stitch. We're all done. That was pretty easy. We just had 2 colors, 2 needles, scissors. That's it. That was our supplies for that one. I'm pretty happy with how our simple sheaf stitch turned out. It didn't take very long to stitch, and after the week I've had, that's a great thing. Thank you so much for watching. I'm deeply grateful that you take the time to watch my videos. Don't forget that if you're stitching along with me, take photos of what you're doing, load them to Instagram or Facebook, and use the hashtag with the #CQtober 2024, all one word, no spaces. That will allow us to search that hashtag in those applications and see what you're posting. I hope you have fun with sheaf stitch. Have a beautiful weekend, happy stitching, and I'll see you on Monday.